But I've been trying to make an effort to work more directly with like, my company's HR and with my sister's in HR actually. So I've been working with her a little bit to update policies there. And then just like some other people that I've met through like LinkedIn and stuff like that, that have asked to, have me come speak to their HR department or even like, broader audiences, and try to just like, make a space. I think what, like the second people realize like as you said earlier, like we've always been here, you know what I mean? It's just about like making it known and making people like, not that it's our job to make them comfortable with us, but like, making them more comfortable with the fact that like we're just normal people and that's fine. It kind of has two effects, right? Number one, it makes it easier for us to be out and open because the people we're working with aren't super uncomfortable. But it also means that like queer kids then are able to like see people having normal lives and normal careers and stuff like that, and it makes it easier to imagine themselves doing it,
So it's being a little bit nosy, with seeing what options they have, and I see that they have jobs like they have some jobs in New York, but they also have jobs like overseas and too. You could, so if you wanted to stay with Discovery, you could easily travel, which is great.
Yeah. We have, so most our headquarters is in Chicago, so the vast majority of like especially the strategy positions and stuff like that tend to be here, and then we have like call centers and analytics offices and stuff like that pretty much all over the place. So there's definitely there's a ton of opportunity. Like if I wanted to never leave Discover and do like have my entire career here, I could without it like limiting my options at all, which is pretty incredible. So
that is great to hear. I really appreciate that. And if say we have like a young 10, 12-year-old transgender kid listening to this, what would you want to say to them?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think like the biggest thing would be to just like focus on accepting themselves, right? Like I think I spent so much time like worried about how other people were going to respond, and just like I built this like crazy narrative where I was just like catastrophizing like everybody's response and all of these things that meant that I like couldn't have or couldn't do, and like I think that all of that's a waste of time, right? Like you can't control the way that other people are going to respond.
Yeah.
And like, if I just instead would have just been focused on like, okay, well, this is who I am. Like, how do I make myself comfortable, and how do I accept who I am and like love who I am? That time worrying would have been a lot more productive.
I think that's probably the best advice, honestly. I completely love that. I love that much. And if anybody wants to get a hold of you, or like wants to connect with you, how would they do that?
Yeah, so I mean, they're welcome to email me. My email is parkergunther1@gmail.com. They can reach out via like LinkedIn or Facebook, pretty much anyway. Like I'm more than happy to talk to anybody like who wants more information on my experience, or like has questions on how to improve like HR or anything like that, or really just any questions. I don't know how helpful I can be, but I'm more than happy to talk about my experience.
Perfect. I greatly appreciate that. And again, and thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. And everybody remember, and everybody please remember to live with purpose and live your truth. Thank you again for listening to Transforming with Drew. If you like this episode or any other episodes, please share them with your friends and family members. Until next time.